After a while, you start doing a lot of the drills that are going to tie into self-defense, but if you only do the drills, then you don't notice all the possibilities of application. So we're going to take some of the drills and techniques that we've learned from the trapping position of the Kung Fu. We're going to use some of the partial drills from some of the Filipino stick and knife fighting, Kali Eskrima Arnis concept you'll see in there. There could be a little bit of that Savate Boxe Française kicking in here, as well as the Muay Thai knees and elbows. So we're going to just do applications. These are street fighting scenarios. We're just in casual clothes. We're just walking down the street. Typically, most people that wield weapons will wield in the Star Wars fashion. You know, the lightsaber goes whoosh, whoosh, woo, woo. So we see a lot of that, and that kind of art imitates life, life imitates art, and you see a lot of people in the street actually wielding weapons in that manner. The aggressive person, the shankers, the prisoners, they're going to just go and shank and stab because they know the depth of the blade is more potent, and sometimes it's harder to block, especially when you're in crowds like bars and crowded scenarios where there's not a lot of move room. You don't have room to bring your hand way out here because you're going to smack the person over here, right? So they know that you can just walk up to a guy and he just comes in and just stabs, or they sneak up behind you and they're just going to try to be nonchalant. The music's playing loud. Nobody ever suspects that this person got stabbed 5 times. All of a sudden they're on the ground. So we want to practice some scenarios. So we're going to go over a lot of drills here. You're going to have to break these drills down into simple steps. So let's just try the one that goes in straight. If I have room to go over here, this is okay if that's the only room, because there may be a wall here, even though I'm worried about now this punch and this kick. So now as soon as you move over here, if he punches or kicks, you got to be ready to block or to do something there. If he doesn't kick right away, or if you bite yourself time, a lot of people that want to stab you, they're not thinking about punching, kicking, and stabbing. They're only thinking about stabbing. So he comes in here and immediately I want to respond with some type of return, some type of answer to his question. He comes in here. If I move in here, there's a kick there. There's a kick there. There's a stomp there, and I'm away from this range of punching, right? I come in, I can block and punch at the same time. He does a hook punch. I can block and stab it there. Now that hand isn't going to stay there. It's going to hit and retract. So now hit and retract, right? Hit and retract, and I might have to circle it, right? I might have to do something like this where I'm just blocking. Now there's a punch, there's a strike, there's an eye gouge, there's a kick, there's a kick, there's a knee, there's an elbow. So that's kind of a good drill to practice too, because it's not about, is he going so slow where I can block and grab it. Let's do the other hand. So in the simplest form, we're going to assume that there's no room for me to go over here. This is safer because there's typically more escape room and less chance of him kicking or punching from this side. But now the wall's over here, he comes in, or there's a bar there, I block. That's the first thing you want to do, evade, get out of the way. I'd rather get punched than stabbed in this scenario, right? But I still want to have my hands up and in the ready. While he's there, as he pulls the hand back, there might be a kick there. He stabs again. I might be here, his face may be in, I might get him with a strike there. He stabs in, I may just get the kneecap with the opposite leg. He stabs in, he stabs in, he stabs in. So I might just practice this over and over again, right? Do I have something to diminish my fighter? Now, the next drill is, as I'm kicking and punching him, can I attack the weapon? So if he comes in straight, I do the same thing. Maybe I miss that punch. Can I redirect it here? Can I hammer it down? Can I pop it a little bit more away? Can I slap it away? Yes, you can. Can I, instead of maybe I don't have room to kick it, can I come up and kick it there? Maybe your flexibility, your range, where you're at. Can I knee it? Yeah, maybe. Can they come up and stab me? Absolutely, right? So you just got to be aware of anything. So he'll do a few of those. So the idea is here, and beat it up. And then try some knees, right? Can I knee it? Can I get out of the way? Can I block it, right? Does that help out? Can I punch the face? Can I get it? Now he can still use his wrist, and yes, he can stab in. Yes, he can stab up. Yes, he can pull back and strike. So you just have to be aware of that. But in the beginning phases, all you're worried about is they're stabbing you straight. That's like an angle 5 attack on that upside down triangle line, right? Or you're like that bayonet person, the military person that's trying to bayonet the stomach. Go to the inside because the outside, there's no room. Do strikes when you can to the face or to the arm. do kicks to the body, anywhere in the legs, midsection of her body, or if you can get a kick to the leg, great. So just practice that drill as the first drill. It's not going to work all the time. Nothing works all the time, but you're going to practice some of the options. And we'll practice on some other drills in a second.